Nigeria's north central and northwest regions for so many years now have been afflicted by a multi-layered crisis rooted in long-standing tensions between ethnic and religious groups and attacks by criminal groups and armed bandits, such as kidnapping and robbery along major highways. The last decade has seen thousands of people killed and hundreds of people displaced, with many fleeing their homes in search of safety and leaving behind their livelihoods. This prompted the community initiatives to promote peace program.
The Community Initiatives Promote Peace program, known as the CIPP program, it's a conflict mitigation and peace building program funded by the USAID and being implemented in across 6 states in Nigeria. The key aim of the program is to build the capacity of communities to actively prevent violent extremism and mitigate conflict and promote peace in communities. For CIPP, being a peace building program, we saw the need to empower young people to not just be at the back seat of peace building interventions, but also as important stakeholders in promoting peace and security. And if you want to carry young people along, it's very important that they're involved in the decision-making processes and they feel like they're a key stakeholder in whatever interventions are being carried out in peace building. One of the very key challenges that we had faced was really during the mapping process for the youth groups, to identifying and selecting the youth groups. We had to change the approach in our mapping when we decided to expand the youth peace network to other local governments and other states. The youth-led action research was a very deliberate effort to, understand what are some of the drivers of violent extremism, and seeing that young people have a lot of role to play in preventing violent extremism or even facilitating violent extremism. We saw the need to use a youth perspective to implement this research. This research was implemented in Kano, Kaduna, and Katsina states across 12 local governments. And currently we have 95 youth groups in 20 youth peace networks. Because of how critical election is and how things can spiral into violence, we're very deliberate in promoting peaceful elections in the locations that CIPP was being implemented. As one of the key initiatives that we had carried out was to conduct multi-stakeholder forums on youth for peaceful election, because we realized that young people are very critical in either ensuring that you have peaceful election or things spiral into violence. And the Youth Peace Networks play a very fantastic role.
So we actively engage in the community and ensure that the voice of young people are heard and they are included in all the decision-making processes, ranging from the community level, local government level, and at the state level as well. I have learned the value of collaboration, the power of collective thinking. By working together, we can generate ideas to promote our community together. I had training which includes advocacy and networking training, youth-led action research training, training on early ones, early response, and CIPP media literacy seminars. These are some of the trainings I had.
The main challenges we faced in our area was that of addiction, drug addiction, and being part of the program helped us in sensitizing youth. One of the programs that we did with the help of the CIPP was that of football match. So now we have a certain time and date sometimes that we fix for both the Muslims, the Christians to come together and have a peaceful match. And not only that, but like time to time we go about, to cultivate like the weed in the cemeteries, both the Christians and the Muslim cemeteries.
Involvement with this CIPP started when the CIPP people come to the community here, and I myself and some other people alongside with me went to the town and we are trained. And since that time, we now begin to do this mediating work, because we used to mediate. Each time problems arises, we stand as mediators to make sure that we try to calm the whole situation down. And to the glory of God, God has been helping us. We have not been having something that is more difficult for us to solve. Using the elements, the 7 elements we are taught in mediating. So we thank God, and the impact it has created since that time, it now helps us that even without we knowing, they can quickly refer to us or come to us to tell us what is going on. Then we now intervene and come into the picture to see how we can solve the problem.
We used to live in peace and harmony with the Fulani herders in our area, even after the just crisis of 2001. So when they came and settled with their cattle, so cattle became too many in our area to the extent that grazing space was not enough for them. And from that time, we started having a more number of cases such as grazing on crops, night grazing, and other small challenges like that, trespass and other things. But when this CIPP project came through Mexico and partners such as IMC, ARDA, PARE, and SEDDD, when they came in, they started gathering us together. They started teaching us how to live in peace and harmony with each other.
We have been able to record some key achievements as a result of the actions led by the youth. Also coming from the trainings, the capacity building they have received on different areas. It's important that if you are designing something for young people, it should be with them. You do it for young people, with young people, through young people. This is the approach that we have used, and it has worked. We've seen the results, and I hope that this kind of really encourages you to invest in a young person around you for a sustainable impact. Thank you.